This, okay, as you listen to that, this class is being recorded. And remember, Hasa, I have two classes from yesterday. I mean, two portions of a class yesterday, but I couldn't send them because my computer was stuck this afternoon. Huh? But I'm trying to do my best for tomorrow morning. Okay, here we have this class is being recorded for Gabo and for Beatriz, for Betty, if she isn't coming, I don't know. Okay, do you accept recording this class for them?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Now, observe this. I'm going to share the screen here. Do you remember that we were talking about the description of different cities? Describing cities. Huh? And do you remember that we were talking about different adjectives like these that you have here? You see? Or instead of saying, for example, adjectives, different modal verbs like should or shouldn't or can't. Do you remember this that we studied yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, but did we answer all of this? Was it okay? Do you remember this photograph? We talked about
Yes.
how dirty
The
the city
city
was,
dirty.
okay? And we talked about that. Okay, the next unit is unit number 12, I guess, because this is number 11. And I guess we were here. What date? It was yesterday. It was for yesterday. But tell me, is it important to get rest? Do you remember if we covered the video, I mean the Kahoot game related to
Yes.
unit number 11? Unit number 11? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, may we continue on unit number 12, which is related to health and medicines. Health and medicines and problems, health problems. You see? Health problems. Tú no viste eso no, no lo estudiaste, ¿no? Porque tú no estabas aquí en...
No,
No.
creo que no.
Ok. Lo estamos viendo desde el punto de vista del workbook, ¿ok? Pero para, para unirnos todos luego, ¿ok?
Okay.
Can you please read this? The title of unit number 12. What is it?
It's important to get rest.
What does it mean? That you're going to sleep? You're going to sleep? Well, to get rest when you are tired, when you don't feel well, when you have a problem, when you are sick, okay? It's important. And there are certain suggestions. Any suggestions? Here you have suggestions according to the illness or according to the health problem you have, okay? Check the best advice for each health problem. For example, for a backache, what is it?
Use the one, a backache.
Number one, the first one is already done here.
Use a heating pad.
Okay, use a heating pad. A heating pad. This is for the backache. You know what a backache is?
No.
The backache. The backache. Backache.
Okay.
For the backache, you put a heating pad. Do you understand what a heating pad is?
Heating pad. Use a heating pad. Como la parte trasera de la silla, algo así.
No. The backache is a problem here.
Okay.
You have a backache, you have a pain here. Okay? You use a heating pad. What is a heating pad? Hot water in a pad. Or probably hot.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
you use a heating pad for the backache. What do you use for a bad cold? For a bad cold.
But cold. Go to bed and rest.
Go to bed and rest is the correct one. Yeah, go to bed and rest. Okay. Now, how
Okay.
about number 3? What is the suggestion for this health problem? For a burn. A burn.
A
You know what a
burn.
burn is? When you put fire, fire,
Okay.
huh, in the kitchen, and and you have a burn. You know, what do you take? What do you do? What is the suggestion for a burn?
um, put it under cold water.
Put it on the cold water, okay? Put it on the cold water. This is a suggestion for a burn, okay? Now, what is the suggestion for a headache? Imagine that you have a headache. What do you do?
Um, headache. Head,
Headache. Headache.
headache.
You know what a headache is?
Head. Okay.
Headache. Okay. What do you do? What do you
Uh,
suggest to
take
do?
some pain medicine.
Take some pain medicine. Pain medicine. That's okay for the headache. That's okay. Good. Now, what is a suggestion for an insect bite?
Insect bite. Mm,
Well,
apple.
apart from killing them, apart from this, apart from this, you
Drugs.
see, apart from this.
Yes.
But if you have an insect bite, okay,
Okay. Apply anti-itch cream.
apply anti
Apply.
apply anti-itch cream. Itch anti-itch cream. You know what it is?
Yes.
Okay, anti-itch cream.
Anti-itch.
Okay, for an insect bite. Okay, is it this one? Yeah.
Yes.
Itch. It means that it starts like
Okay.
this. When you start like this is itching, itching. You know, anti-itch cream.
Anti-itch
Okay,
cream. Apply.
apply,
Apply.
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 Apply is like this. You take the cream, you take the cream, and you apply it. Okay.
Okay.
Imagine that this is hmm? cream, and you apply it. Okay.
Apply.
Apply the itch cream. Okay. Now, what do you suggest for sore muscles? Sore muscles.
Muscle.
Sore muscles. What do you suggest?
And take some cold medicine. Use some ointment.
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 Ointment. Okay? Use some ointment. Okay? This is similar to a cream, but it is something specially done for muscles. Okay? For example, there is one. What is it? There is one here. Voltaren. Voltaren. Do you know
Yes.
Voltaren? Huh?
Yes.
Voltaren. That is diclofenac sodium or diclofenac potassium. Okay, potassium diclofenac. That is Voltaren. Okay, and that is an ointment, or probably this one. This is one here because I have a medicine here. Something like a cream, like this. You see,
Yes.
and it smells. It it smells. This is an ointment for the muscles. For the muscles.
Okay.
Okay? For the muscles. When you suffer a problem in the muscles, you use it. Okay, this is I got a drugstore here. My wife and me have a drugstore here. Okay, now let's continue with this. Write a question about each problem here. Okay, what is the question that you're going to write here? Write a question about each problem in part A, and then you write the answer. You write the answers using the words from the box. Okay, using the words
Okay.
from the box. Where is the box? The box is here. It's important. It's sometimes helpful, or it's a good idea. Okay. For example, what should you do for the backache? Okay. What should you do for the backache? And the answer is, it's sometimes helpful to use a heating pad. Okay? Now, can you ask me the question for number 2?
Uh, what
Should
should
you do
should what what should you do where
for a bad cold? For a bad cold.
for a
Okay?
bad call?
What should you do for a bad cold? You include the
Okay.
preposition for. You see? What should you do for a bad cold? That is in this case. What do you say? What do you say?
Uh,
You can say it's sometimes
it's
helpful or it's a good idea. What do you say?
uh, it's
Or
uh, it's a good idea wear the clothes hot.
it's a good idea to go to
It's a
bed
good idea go to bed and rest.
to go to bed and rest. To
To
go to
go
bed and
to bed
rest.
and rest.
It's a good idea to go to bed and rest. Okay, ask me the other question for a burn.
Um,
What should you
what
do?
burn, burn?
What should
What what should you do to a burn
for a burn?
for a burn?
Okay, the answer. What is the answer? It's a good idea,
It's
or you can also say it's
it's a
important, or it's sometimes helpful. What do you say?
it's important put it under cold water.
It is important to put it under cold water, okay? Or it's a good idea to put it under
It's
cold water, right?
yes.
Now, ask me about the other one, number 4.
Uh,
What should you do
what should you do for a
for
head
for
for
a
head
headache?
headache for a
Okay,
headache?
you can say it's important, or it's sometimes helpful. It's
Is
sometimes
sometimes
helpful
take some pain medicine
to take some pain medicine. To take, you include
to
to
take.
to take some pain medicine. Okay. Now, ask
Okay.
me another question as a suggestion for asking for suggestion for an insect bite. What do you say?
What
You
should you
do
do for
an insect bite.
an insect bite?
What is the answer?
It's a good idea use.
Two. It's a good
It's
idea
a good
to
idea
use
to use
or to apply
or to apply anti-itch cream.
anti-itch cream. To apply anti-itch cream. Okay, tell me the last one about number 6.
What should you do for sore muscles?
Muscles. Repeat muscles.
Muscles.
What should you do
Muscles.
for sore muscles? It's
Sore muscle.
okay. What do you say? Include. It's important to. It's
It's
important to.
it's important to it's important to use some ointment.
It's important to use some oil, some ointment, some ointment. Okay, it's
Hello.
important to use some ointment. Okay, so here you are, the different
Some
questions that you
ointment.
can ask and answer related to this exercise. Okay, you can say, what should I do? What should you do? It's sometimes helpful, or it's a good idea, or it's important, or whatever. And then you say to go to rest, right? What should I do for the burn? It's a good idea, or you should, or whatever. It's a good idea to put it on the water. You see, and you continue that way. Okay, that's okay. You did it already. It's done. Okay. Do you understand this?
Okay.
It's done.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are talking about how to solve and how to suggest what to do in certain situations. Okay. Now let's observe this. What do we have here? Can you read the instructions for this part? Number 2.
Rewrite these sentences. Give advice using it's important. It's a good idea. Or it's sometimes helpful.
Okay.
Grammar.
For the flu, for example, don't exercise a lot. Negative infinitive. For the flu, it's a good idea not to exercise a lot. Okay? Observe, in negative form, you say not to. For affirmative, yeah, you say for the flu. Well, you can say it's a good idea to take or drink plenty of liquids, much liquid. Okay? That's a good
Okay.
idea. But if it is negative, instead of saying don't exercise a lot, you say it's a good idea not to exercise. You don't use the auxiliary verb do. Instead, you say not to and the verb that you want to suggest. Okay? So, what do you say for a toothache apart from going to the dentist? Apart from going to the dentist.
For a toothache, don't eat cold foods. For a toothache, it's important not to eat cold foods.
Okay, continue with the next one. What do you say for this one?
For a sore throat, don't tell too much.
Okay, throat.
Throat,
Sore throat.
sore
For a
throat.
sore throat, don't talk too much. Don't talk too much. What do you say?
For a short throat, it's important not to talk too much.
Not to talk too much. Repeat, talk. Not to
Talk,
talk. Not to talk. Not to
not to
talk too
talk
much.
too much.
Okay? For a sore throat, you can say it's important or it's a good idea not to talk too much. Okay?
Okay.
It's a good idea or it's important. Remember that you are going to use it's sometimes useful, it's sometimes
Mm,
helpful not to talk too much. It's
not
important,
to
it's a
talk
good
too much.
idea, it's sometimes helpful
Sometimes.
not to talk too much. Okay? Now, let's continue for the burn. Don't put
Oh,
eyes on it. For a burn.
for a burn, don't put ice on it.
What do you say?
Uh, for a burn, it's a good idea not to put ice on it.
Not to put eyes on it. Okay, for a burn, it's a good idea not to put eyes on it. What do you say for insomnia?
For insomnia, I sometimes helpful not drink coffee at night.
Remember to include the infinitive. Not to drink. Not
Not
to
to
drink
drink
coffee at
coffee
night.
at night.
For insomnia, it's a good
It,
idea. Or for insomnia, it's recommended. Or for insomnia, right? It's important not to drink coffee at night.
not to drink
Remember
coffee at
that
night.
you can say it's important or it's a good idea or it's sometimes helpful not to drink
Not to
coffee
drink
at
coffee
night.
at night.
Okay? What do you say
Okay.
for the last one right here, number 5?
For a
For,
fever, don't get out of bed.
okay,
Uh, for
so
for
for
a fever, it's a good idea not not to get out of bed.
not to get out of bed. All the time in bed, okay? Not to get out of
Okay.
bed, okay? So this is the idea that you know how to suggest somebody to do something or not to do something, okay? To do something or not to do something. Okay, now can you read the instructions here in number? Okay, Betty Reyes is arriving right now. So let's observe what we have here. Look, what is her
Check
problem? Tell me, what is her problem? What is her
his
problem?
his flu.
Okay, she's got the
She's
flu,
flu.
but what does she have here? She's
Ah,
got the cough. Cough. Hello, good
cough.
evening, Betty. How are you?
Hi. Hi.
Okay.
Hi,
Hasa.
Betty.
Okay.
Hello.
Hasa is greeting you, Betty. Betty?
Uh,
Betty is greeting Hasa, but she didn't
Yeah.
listen.
Hi, Gaza.
Hi,
Hasa,
Betty.
Hasa, Betty. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Now, observe Hasa. What is her problem? She has a cough.
She's cold.
Cough.
Cold.
Well, she
Cough.
probably she is cold, or she's got a cold, or she has a sore throat. Well, but it is what you can see here is she's coughing. She's coughing. Coughing. She is coughing too much. Okay, this is her problem. Okay. Oh, Gabo is arriving right now. You know, we have to receive him. Applause. That's good. That's good. Hello, good evening, Gabo. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Fine, and you? Hello, Hazard.
Hello, Gabriel.
How are you?
Betty? Here is Betty and
Hi.
Gabo.
Oh, hello, Betty. Hello, how are you?
Betty can Betty cannot listen to you, I guess. She has some problems. Betty?
Oh, hello,
Ah,
Betty. Hello,
Hi. Hello, Gabriel.
okay.
how are you?
Fine.
Okay, no, but
That's
the
great.
microphone was off. Okay, was off. Okay, health
Okay.
problems. Health problems we have. In this case, we are talking about this woman here. You see the woman here? Huh?
Yes, teacher. Yes,
Okay, what
I
does
do.
she have? She has a cold. I mean, probably a cough. That's a cough. Okay?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Cough.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Now, can you read this, Gabriel? Gabriel, can you read the instructions in number 3? Exercise
Yes.
3.
Check 3 healed problems you have had. Write what you did for each one. Use the remedies below or your own remedies.
Okay, when you say health, repeat it, please. Health, not health, but health. Health.
Have,
Health
have,
problems. Okay? Now,
have
observe.
problems.
What is her problem? What is her problem, Gabo?
She has a cough.
She has a cough. Okay? Now, what are the remedies that you recommend for a cough? They are here. There are some remedies. Tell me, what do you recommend for her?
I think she takes some cough drops.
That's okay, but you have to use the verb should. She should, you know, she should take some cough drops. Okay? She should take some cough drops. Okay? Should is used when you make a suggestion, okay, especially done for problems of health problems that you have, okay.
Okay.
So the example here is yesterday I had a headache. So I took some pain medicine. Okay, what do you say here? Let's see. You can say yesterday I had a cough. Huh?
Mhm.
I took some cough drops. Okay, can you repeat that, Gabo? Yesterday I had a cough. I took some cough drops. Okay, can you repeat it?
Yes. Yesterday I had take I had to take
I had a cough. A
Okay.
cough. A cough. Okay, so you say I had a cough. So I took some. So I took some
Okay.
cough drops. Okay,
okay. Yesterday I had a cough.
so
I
so I.
so I took some cough drugs.
Okay, good, good. Now, what do you say, Betty, for the next one? A headache. Continue the same structure. Yesterday I
Okay.
had, okay?
Okay. Mm, yesterday I had a headache.
Uh-huh. So I
So
took,
I get some medicine from the drugstore. Or
you can say I got some medicine from the
I
drugstore.
got,
I
yes.
got, because it is in
I
past
got,
tense. Okay,
yes. I
observe that
got some
take
medicine.
here is in present, took here is in
Yes.
past. Get here is in present, got should be
Got,
written here. So you
yes.
say, yesterday I had a
Yesterday
headache. So I got some
some
medicine from the
medicine from the
drugstore.
drugstore.
Okay? I
Yes.
got,
Okay.
because this is past. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hazabeth, what do you say about insomnia? Oh, insomnia.
Yesterday, I had insomnia. So um, I go to bed.
I went to bed.
Went
Past tense. Past tense. Went to bed.
I went to bed.
Okay, I went to bed. Okay, continue. What do you say, Gabo, for the next one? A cold.
A cold. Uh, a cold. I think yesterday I I
Uh,
had
excuse me. Wait a minute, please. Wait a minute. I have to permission.
all right.
Me asusté.
Excuse me for this interruption, please. Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Uh-huh. Excuse me for this interruption, but somebody was knocking on the door over there. He was looking for me. Okay, now, uh, okay, the problem is a cold right now, no? The problem is a cold. So you say, yesterday I had a cold. So,
Yes,
what do you recommend for the cold, Gabo?
so got some medicine from the drugstore.
Okay, so I got some medicine from the drugstore. What do you say, Betty, for the next one? How about the backache? What do you recommend? Backache.
Yesterday I had a backache, so I took some pain medicine.
Some pain medicine. Okay, Hazabeth, what do you say for the next one?
Yesterday,
Hiccups.
hiccups.
Hiccup.
Yesterday I had the hiccups.
Okay, what do you say for
So,
that?
so I don't know.
So, what do you do? What do
Hiccups.
you do? You can say,
Hiccups.
I did
Nothing.
nothing. I did nothing, but I took some water from place.
Hiccups.
Could you
Ah,
imagine to
hippos.
place some water here and
Yeah.
drink without breathing? I put some water in a plate and I drank it with my head down without breathing, closing my nose. That's the remedy for the hiccups. You
Yes.
know, for the hiccups. That's you
Mm.
drink water. That's it. Nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing at all. Nothing at all. But just I drank some water. Because the hiccups is something natural. That's it. You just drink water with your nose closed. That's what I would do. What do you say, Gabo, for the other one? Sunburn.
A sunburn. Yesterday, yesterday I had a sunburn, so I used some
Lotion.
lotion,
Lotion.
lotion, lotion.
I used some lotion. When you pronounce used, used, because it should be written in past tense. I used, okay? The pronunciation is like a final T. I used some lotion, okay? I used some lotion. This is okay? Okay, what do you say, Betty, for another one here? The other one, what is it?
Yesterday I had stress,
Stress. So, what do you do?
so
What do you do?
I took a vacation.
Okay. I went to bed. You can say I went to bed.
Yeah.
I went to
Well,
bed
I went
and
to
did nothing. And did nothing.
yes.
When you are stressed, all you have to do is um,
Nothing.
nothing. Or probably you can turn on music, relaxing music, and you just go to bed. Okay? Listen.
Okay.
Okay, so you say, yesterday I was stressed. I had a stressed. Okay? I was stressed out. You can say I was stressed out. So I went to bed. I put my earphones, my headphones, and I listened to relaxing music. That's the best idea you can do. Okay, remember that you can write whatever you want, you can express whatever you want, okay? Depending on the situation. Okay, now let's continue with the next one. Any question here on this page? Do you have any questions about this?
No, teacher.
No,
No
teacher.
questions? Okay, let's continue with this. Okay, what do you see here? Hassan, could you please read the instructions from this 4A, learning to laugh?
Learning to loud.
Laugh.
Scan the
Repeat
article.
it. Laugh. Laugh.
Laugh.
Do you understand what
Laugh.
laugh means? Ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha. Laugh.
Laugh.
Okay. Come on, do
Laugh.
it.
Scan the article. Check the sentence that is better summary of the article.
The article. Of the article.
The
Article.
article.
Remember the
Article.
pronunciation of the R sound is relaxed when you say article. Article.
Article.
Article. Okay. Check the sentence that is better summary, that is a better summary of the article. What is the sentence that is the better summary of the article? Gabo, read the first sentence. Read the first sentence.
Me?
People
Pe-
who laugh at least once a day live longer than people who don't.
Okay, Betty, can you read the second sentence, please? Laughter.
Laughter has important health benefits for your body.
Okay, now you're going to read this article, but you're going to scan the article. You are not going to read it deeply, but
Okay.
you know, like
Yes.
rapidly. And you're gonna tell me which is the best. Now, or do you prefer reading it all and then you decide? You read the first part. Read not the scanning, but reading the first paragraph of the article, Betty, and you read the second, Hasa, and then you read the third, Gabo. Read the first up to here, Betty.
Yes. Laugh it off. Have you laughed today? If so, you probably did a good thing for your health. Psychologists now consider laughing to be an important practice for good health. Laughter is known to reduce stress, improve the body's ability to fight disease, and make life happier and more interesting. It adds to the pleasure we get from other people and the enjoyment other people get from us.
Okay, stop it there. Continue reading that. Do you have a question to ask? Okay, Betty or Hasa or Gabo, do you have any question to ask about any word in here, included here
No,
in the first paragraph?
no.
Gabo, do you have
no.
any question to ask?
No, teacher.
No, it's okay. Okay, can you continue with the next one, Hasaven? Over here, up to over there, up to here.
Okay. Dr. Madan Katarina, the founder of Lauder Yoga, discovered that laughter does not have to be real to be good for the body. In laughter yoga, people combine yoga breathing with laughter exercise in a group. This allows people to practice laundry without the presence of humor.
Okay, when you say laughter, repeat laughter,
Laughter,
or you say
laughter,
laughter, laughter. Most of Americans
laughter.
mispronounce the T. The same of they mispronounce the T in afternoon. Instead of saying afternoon, they say after, laugher. Okay, and when you pronounce the GH, it's pronounced like F. Laugher, laughter.
Laughter,
Okay, laugher. And observe
laughter.
that it is relaxed. And when you say combine, combine
Combine,
is an
combine.
I. Okay? This word, your mistakes here. You have any question to ask about this? Hasa, do you have
No,
any question? Do you understood?
no,
Did you understand everything here? Sure?
yes,
Gabo, did you understand it all? No questions?
Teacher. Yes, no, it's okay.
Okay, Betty, do you understand it all?
Yes, I
Yes,
did.
no problem. Okay,
No
now,
problem.
Gabo, could you please continue from here up to